Things look good here. Let's double check everything else. So, good morning, everybody. It's a little chaotic here, so bear with me. I forgot to charge my iPhone over the last couple of days, so it was dead. So I got it back up charging right now. Luckily, I have a little charging adapter to see if we're live. I'm at a place called Arom. It is on the waterfront, the riverfront here. Nice little spot. Just ordered myself a coffee. See if we're live. Yeah, we're good. Okay. So that's good. Keep that going here. I am waiting on coffee. I ordered they call it a rum cafe. It's an egg cream coffee. So it was $2.50. So it could be fairly similar to the Vietnamese egg coffee, but in an iced version, I guess, or you know, whatever. I'm excited. I'm gonna get all my things together because once they beep, I gotta pick up everything and run. It's gonna be a morning. Mentioned on the last stream that I was feeling a little poorly. It hasn't gotten any better, so I spent the last, most of that day, I did a few things, and then I just stayed around the house. Yesterday I stayed in all day. Still did a bunch of stuff around the house. Like working on my gaming channel and things. So I mean, it's just, I'm just uncomfortable. It's a stomach problem. So as soon as I'm done here, I'm bolting into town grabbing some meds because it wasn't bad yesterday, but last night was rough, and today is rough again. So I just want to make sure I'm okay. So I think about every 6 months or so, I end up catching a bug, and it's the same thing. I think probably something from something washed in the water that I ate, and wasn't perfectly clean. So it is what it is. So I'll show you guys where we're at. So it's called Arom. So let's do this is the riverfront. And people just line up all over the place here. The pictures of themselves in front of things, and they got it all decked out for the Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year, whatever you want to call it. It's a nice thing. Okay, so the guys that were ahead of me just got called in, so that's good. See if we got any chats here yet? Not yet. But good morning. So yeah, this should be a lively background today. I know people love to watch the goings on behind everything here. So every time I film a video where there's a bunch of people in the background, people end up watching them more than paying attention to me, which I'm 100% down with because I don't like paying attention to myself either. So, oh man, I'm excited for this. An egg coffee. So yeah, $2.50 for the coffee. I'm sure we'll be fine. All the drinks here look amazing. So, oh hey, Matto. Good day, good day, good day. Nice having you back. Hope things are good. Yeah, like I said, the last couple of days I've just been spending inside, so which doesn't give me tons to talk about. Nobody wants to hear that crap, literally. But I asked Paul not to come over because I don't know if I'm contagious or I didn't know what it was. And with her working all the time, I just said, last thing I want is for her to, get ill over me. Because if it's taking me out, I'm like, oh God, I would hate to see what it would do to somebody else. So I'm like, yeah, we are in full-blown diva mode over there. But they have like all these little areas set up where people can take pictures and whatnot. So it's kind of cool. I think it's neat. Okay, so we'll carry this. Just getting myself organized for when the buzz comes. Oh, tired. I did sleep a ton last night, which is good too. So, I'm catching up on sleep. Weird farting sound going over there, and I'm like, I wouldn't think people would want to have a farting sound next to them, but see if we can get this going today. Yeah, I gotta get the this camera service, I think. It has been it works fine. I can record everything. It's just that there's a flippy screen, and when you slide it, usually it will just flip so that you get the full screen will be full of the picture. But when I do it now, it doesn't flip. Oop, it just flipped for a millisecond. Son of a gun. So there's a sensor behind the screen that has either gotten dust in it or something. So I don't know. I might need to see about getting it serviced when I'm into Vietnam again. I'll see. Everybody's a photographer here. There's definitely an obsession with it. Looks like Selfie Central. Basically, it is. Hey, I'm Double from Sunny Slope, Arizona. Where the heck would that be? I've been to Arizona. I lived in Scottsdale, Phoenix for about a year and a half. I loved it out there. Probably my favorite part of the United States was living in Arizona. I enjoyed it there a lot. So yeah, welcome to Siem Reap. And yes, you're going to hear a lot of background chatter and people, and it's just what happened. I don't think there's anything I can do to adjust anything. Let's see. Okay, we'll see if I upgraded the noise reduction, so maybe that will turn out some of the background noise. I don't know. I know my father mentioned that the last stream you could hear the music and it was a little distracting, but here's the thing. Live streams are a different animal than you have with video. With video, I have control over everything after the fact. So I do post-processing where I use filters to reduce the background noise. So, a little bit behind the scenes. I also upgrade the video quality. I do a whole bunch of stuff to it. So just what I do. Yeah, here's what everyone was standing over in front of, which is just a row of old TVs and CRTs. I think it's cool as hell. I like it. I would stand in front of it myself. Like I hear the beeping, and I'm like, oh, is it me? It's not. Yeah, there was like a group of 8 or 9 guys that were right in front of me. So I got in, sat down, thinking that they came and did stable service like a lot of places, but they don't. And there's a whole bunch of people just showed up at the same time. So I went inside, and a bunch of the guys had gone out. There's like a side area as well. There's another part to the restaurant. And so I just stood in line, which I thought, because there's only like 2 people ahead of me. Everybody else then the guys came back in and they formed a line to the side. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? But they weren't forming a line, they were just hanging out because the one friend was ordering for all of them. So I ended up having to get back around, getting back in line. Everybody's taking pictures all around. I think people get dressed up just to come here too. Or just because it's Sunday. I don't know. Every time I've been around here, driving past, people have been dressed up. I am not the right... I'm not wearing the right clothing for the area. So, how am I doing on the... should be fine. I think I got like 80 or 90% coverage on this now, so it should be fine. I think we're back. Hasn't happened for a while. Could be because there's so many people here using their phones. I don't know. Sorry about that. Still waiting for the coffee. I think we got a food menu too. Oh, this is going to be fun. Yeah, the weather has gotten warm again here. We are in the mid-30s most days. Today's going to be a high of 35 from about 1 o'clock through about 5:30. So, yuck. And that's just the actual temperature, not the feels like. So yeah, we're in the 40s again. So it is what it is. Can't really change it. I'm just checking to see if the stream's working on this end too. Just want to make sure I can see it. Coffee's here. Let's go get that. Okay. Let's go take a wander. Leave my bag there. It should be safe. I say that laughingly because usually everything is safe here. Over here? Okay. Okay. Oh, good. Thank you very much. One-handed. Okay, this is quite the setup. Okay. You guys are going to be out of control here for a minute because I have a tray of stuff for them, so it is not just coffee. Now I understand why they do what they do here. Why they are so busy. Hey, why you can see the top of my head. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Now, real quick. So, a couple of little pastries, tea. This is the egg cream. That looks perfect. Oh my god. I don't think I've been this excited for coffee in a while. Okay. Oh. Are we here? Are we good? Okay. Let's see if I can catch up to chat. If there is anything, I think we should be good. Okay. We are good. I will ignore chat for a few minutes. So I need to try some coffee. There's 3 kids on a scooter. No helmets, just booting on down the road. No different from when I was a kid on bicycles. We would have like 3 or 4 kids on a bike. So there is the coffee. Ooh, that's nice. Egg cream is lovely too. Oh, this could become a weekly thing. Especially if they keep giving me pastries. So this is the first pastry. Just puff dough, fried dough. I've had these bigger ones, They're lovely. Nice little treat. Yeah, for $2.50. A little bit more premium. But I paid $2 for coffee before, so an extra 50 cents, and I got a snack and an egg cream. I think the egg coffee in town was $2.70 last I looked, so it's up there too. It's definitely cheaper in Vietnam. Okay. Let me see if we're good here. Yeah, chat's working. Sorry. Okay. Oh. Funny, this is the first day in a long time that I woke up not hungry for breakfast. That's why I knew I was like, time to go to a pharmacist today, buddy. I know they'll probably give me the same thing they gave me last time, which is like this weird goo. You just kind of drink down this. It's like a packet of slime. It's fine. It works. That's delightful. Really good coffee. Yeah, different people here. I think there's a little bit more money here. That's where I usually hang out. It's weird for me because it makes me feel uncomfortable. I've lived in some very wealthy areas of the United States and Canada, so it doesn't mean I liked it at all. Oop. Kevin, do you eat the slime before breakfast or after? I think you eat it with the meal or right before meal. It's like an aluminum pouch type thing. And it's just, you kind of cut the corner and you squeeze it in your mouth. And it looks like it's supposed to taste like strawberry. And the first time I got it, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be strawberry. Didn't taste anything like strawberry. It tasted like chemicals and regret. But I think you do it for like 3 days or something. I think they give you like, it's before every meal. You have to take it 3 times a day. But it works, so I'm like, I'm not going to argue about it. That's the weird thing with my colitis too. And it's a pattern that I'm going to just stop messing around with. Because of colitis, I will get these kind of cramps and these kind of pains. Not all the time, but they'll happen. And it feels the same way as whatever this bug is. And with colitis, I can usually resolve it within a day or so. And so with this, I usually give it that extra day for the colitis. By that point, I could have already been on the mend with meds. So I think next time I'm just going to err on the side of caution and take the meds. And if it doesn't clean up, then I know it was colitis. But I don't really think my colitis is causing me as much problems as I think. That's the thing, it's like not, I guess they had to call it something and felt strawberries. They didn't call it anything. It's not written in language that I know. And it's pink. The package is green, but the slime is pink. So when I cut the package the first time and I saw it, I was like, oh, it's gonna be yummy, yummy strawberry or yummy, yummy cotton candy or something like that. And it was yucky, yucky medicine. It was like every regret you had as a child wrapped up into a package given to you as an adult. So yeah, I think from now on, I'm just going to, once I start feeling poorly, I'm just going to go to the pharmacist, get the meds, and call it a day. It'll be fine. And it's not like a super sickness or anything. It's just discomfort more than anything. It just keeps me at home for a couple of days. It's okay. I like being around the house. I have a bunch of stuff to do. But I have videos. I'm trying to think what I have. I think I have 3 more in the queue, which is good. So I've got 2 days. Then I might do another live stream, then another one for Wednesday. So I've got till midweek organized, plus a live stream. What I have to finalize today is I did a bunch of filming in Phnom Penh and here of eating. So it's all Khmer food. So what I've been doing is just filming it and then chopping it up into little bite-sized, pun not intended, just into bite-sized portions so that they can be put up onto Facebook, doing like 30-second little clips. So it's fun, and I don't know. I'm putting a lot of thought into it. I'm putting in some text with it, and I'm doing overlays and things that are different than what I do on YouTube. So trying things a little differently because I have to. Life is going to be, constantly in flux, and I have to learn all the time. This is addictively delicious. And I'm not really getting the egg part. I'm just drinking the coffee, and it's great. The egg cream's a little different than Vietnam. This is more of a dessert focus one, but it's delicious. Lots of vanilla in it. It's still great. Great texture. So I have nothing to complain about. I mean, look at that coffee. I've been stirring it and it's just so thick. There's so many people down here. I could just sit here and people watch for hours. It'd be great. Oh, sorry. You are fine, Kevin. Don't worry. You missed the beginning. No. Is the Rum your favorite breakfast place in Siem? This is my first time here. It's a great coffee shop. I'll put a link in the description once I get back home so I can do it. But it's a Rum. It's on the waterfront. 60 is just at the end of the street. So if you're looking on a map and you see 60 in the riverfront, it's on the right-hand side before the first bridge. It's actually right next to Enkosei, the temple. Like the temple is literally right next door, which is perfect for me. You thought you were the only one that licks the yummy bits? No, you are not alone. You are no longer the only weirdo. I am. If it's yummy, I don't want to waste it. So I'm always of that mindset. Like, I paid for it. It's mine. If I had a tongue like a lizard, I would be cleaning out the inside of these plates. I would. Yep. I'd be all up in that. Thank you for pointing that out, Madam. I don't feel so weird myself. That is a good coffee, though. That. Honestly, I will say that's worth the $2.50. I think what I'll do when I'm done here, we can go walk through the temple next door. We'll see. See what my energy level is like. I was a little run down when I left the house this morning. I was like, oh. I still haven't eaten yet today, so that's something I may have to remedy. Or not. We'll see. I don't know if I need to eat today. Well, pharmacy is the first thing I'm going to do. And if I go to the pharmacy and say I get stuff to eat, then I go grab breakfast on the way back. I'll grab pork rice at my favorite place. Which is, you're asking about my favorite breakfast place. It's on the riverfront, and it's just north of National Road 6. I've linked it a dozen times in my channel, so it's I can't give you the name because it's all in Commune, and I don't know how to read it. Oh. Had some ice cream in a bowl, and I licked the bowl clean. Others look. Yeah, I do the same thing, Matto, and I always just put in my head that they're jealous that I have the ability to lick a bowl clean. They just don't, the people that can't get their tongue past their lips. I know, I really feel bad for them. It's a horrible, horrible affliction. But I'm here to rub it in their face. And in my beard, apparently, because I have to clean my beard all the time because of my addiction to licking ice cream out of bowls. This is delightful here. Yeah, they get slammed here. I've gone by in the afternoon, and it's just like wall-to-wall people here, which is great. I don't know how long they've been open, but there's like a little restaurant next door. They have like the 3D ice cream that I saw too as well. And they close here, I think, what time did they close? It wasn't too terribly late. I'd say maybe 5. So, which is reasonable time. Oh, God. Can I call this breakfast? It's got eggs in it. Does that count? I think we will. They don't know what they're missing. I agree. Matto, the way I learned to do that as a kid, because I've always loved chocolate syrup and or strawberry syrup, like any syrupy thing on my ice cream. And when I was a kid, I'd be eating the bowl, and I'd get done, and there'd be like a layer of chocolate on the bottom of my bowl. And the first thing I did was my finger, and my mom said that was gross. So I was like, okay, then I just shoved my face in it. She shut up after that. It's like, I think she started giving me a wider bowl so I can put my whole face in it. Yes, that counts. Thank you. Eggs. Breakfast of champions. It's funny, I've got like the tiniest little screen. I'm curious to look back and see what's been happening behind me. I mean, I could honestly move you guys here. And we get a full spectrum of everything going on behind me there. So there. We could do that too. Different view. Vantage point. I'm trying to see what the, what's that up there? Oh, it's just, there we are. Hey, nightlife. Those are cute little emojis. I got a waving hand, and I'm not too sure if that's a Pac-Man or something. You gotta understand, I'm looking at it on a shitty little phone. So, actually, I need to up the brightness. Give me a second here. Wow, that was almost full brightness. Fucking Apple. Two girls behind you are cute. Sure. Oh, before I moved it, that is. Okay, so you're saying that this is the better vantage point. That's still fine. There we go. Actually, I find the people in Cambodia are very attractive, like in general. It's I thought I was odd when I first got here, because it's like living in Canada and the United States. You know, I knew people from different parts of Asia throughout my life. I grew up with people from the Philippines, from Japan, knew a few from China, but I didn't know very many at all from Thailand, or none from Cambodia that I could think of. And so when I got over here, initially, my several collars, I mean, beads. So, I mean, if you're, okay, they're definitely nice looking folks. Yeah, so I'm going to finish that part first, and then I'll talk about beads and stuff. So, when I first arrived in Asia, I had a hard time distinguishing where a person was from by their looks. You know, I noticed that there were variations in skin tones, but for the most part, Asian people all look Asian to me. And it took about 6 months of living over here to start figuring out the nuances. Because even like for us, you know, there's like, you know, slight differences in bone structures and things. You can kind of tell with their genealogy where they come from. But again, with a limited sample size in the States and Canada, I didn't have that for Asian folks. But now that I'm here and I'm surrounded by it on a daily basis, nuances are starting to stick out. And so, you know, I could be out with Sapal and I will see people and I would say, "Oh, are they from Japan?" And she look, "Yeah." She goes, "Yeah." So I'm getting it. But to get back to my point is that I find the Cambodian people to be, for me, the most attractive of them. I think what I find on a lot is with the facial features is very much like Native American Indian. Some of the tribes that I grew up around, so there are similarities that I see in the facial structure, even sometimes like the Incan or the Mexican tribes and stuff. So I find it interesting how you can find similarities in people. Okay, the color beads. Okay. Matt, when do we get a tour of your new crib? I don't know if there will be one. It's a room, man. It's $100 a month room. It would be a 5-second thing. I might add it at the end of a video or something. Yeah. Oh, Tim, you're back. You arrived in Siem Reap on Friday. Apartment hunting at the moment. Cheers. Congratulations. Welcome back to Siem Reap, and good luck on your apartment hunt. So. Oh, guard. I can't. Oh, guard. Oh, guard. Stick with it there. So the meanings of beads. First off, I've always loved them. I've always found them fascinating. I've always liked the look of them as an ornament. I know these are. I was told they were Buddha beads when I was younger. They've always had hippie connotations and stuff. So. As I've traveled around Southeast Asia, I've been buying them. Didn't get any in Thailand, but I've got them in Cambodia and in Vietnam. And so I tend to, well, as you can see, I do square bead, round bead, square bead, round bead, square bead, round bead. And I think I'm maxed out at the 6. I don't think I can fit more because they get to a little bit too stretched. So I'm stuck here. So what's going to happen is either they are going to, oh my God, Wolfskin. Greetings from Colorado where it's minus 13 Celsius. My God, thank you so much for the super chat. And congratulations on surviving minus 13 degree weather. Oh, that's cold as fuck. As a kid growing up, that minus 13 meant that it was warm enough to go out in shorts. But we're weird in Canada. So anyway, get back to the beads. I buy these everywhere I go. So these first 2 I got in Hanoi, and then this one I got in Dalat. This one is from Siem Reap. These two come from the Mekong. And then here, the one bead's of just regular beads. That one's from Phnom Penh. And the other one here with the dangles, that one's from Siem. So I don't have a meaning from them at all, other than it's like my travels and I love them and I wear them all the time. So it's just something I like. It adds to my style. The thing I like about it too is the locals always recognize them, and it tends to be a talking point for a lot of folks to come up and talk to me. When I say that I collect them as I travel, they want to know where I've traveled and why I've got them and stuff. So I like it. I'm trying to think if did I get any in Camp Hot? I've given away a few too, so I'm just trying to think of the ones that I still have. Matto, 20 degrees centigrade here is cold. Yeah. That was the weird thing is like back in January, I woke up one morning and it was 15 degrees centigrade. And I put on a hoodie and went out for a ride on my bicycle. And I had that hoodie on till about 10 a.m. when it got up to just over 24, I think it was, the high for the day. And even when I took off my hoodie, it felt a little chill. And then I was thinking, like, back in Canada, I was in shorts and t-shirt when it was 10 degrees. You know, that was comfortable. Like that was like in the spring. That's the other thing too, is like in the spring, you will wear clothes. It'll still be cold. Like it'll be like 10 or 15 degrees and you'll put on shorts and t-shirt and you go out in it because it's warmer than it was. But then after the summer's off and it wanes down, well, when it gets back down 10 degrees or 15, then you start putting on your hoodies. I just always found that was odd. But yeah, I'm glad I almost got rid of all of my hoodies and stuff when I got over here. And one I don't wear at all, and I have it, but I'm not getting rid of it because it's really thick. It's a really heavy one. I got it in Canada, and I have a light hoodie. But Sapal, she likes the thicker hoodie, so I'm going to let her have it. I don't have a use for it. But yeah, I use the thin one when I travel to the lot, or I just have it here for in January when it's a little cooler. Hopefully you get to retire to Southeast Asia before I get too used to the weather here. Yeah, I wouldn't want to get used to minus 13. You can. The thing is like, there's like, I'm not a person that really hates on winter. You know, it was never a horrible time. I loved when winter starts. I love fall, you know, when the weather starts to cool down, the colors all change. And you get your first few snowfalls and it's beautiful. Then after a few weeks of snow, it turns to slush and you get those gradient melts and snows and I just was like, I got sick of it. But as soon as it gets to minus 20 and the wind blows, I'm like, I'm done. I want this over. I don't want it anymore. You can just fuck off winter. And then it just lingers forever after that, even though it's only like a matter of like 4 or 5 weeks that it's lingering, but it feels like it's forever. You only have 2 now, and you're glad you kept the Meadow. Yeah, the hoodies. I've got the one, and that's the other thing too. Is I thought it's like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find those over in Asia when I get there, you know, because I'm gonna be in the tropics. But I should have remembered that when I moved to Florida, I had the same kind of mindset. It's like, you know, what if it gets cold and I have to go back up to Canada? Am I going to be able to get anything to take with me because I don't have any, you know, warm clothes? But it would be 40 degrees Fahrenheit, and you would buy parkas, and you know, people were wearing wool hats and stuff in Miami. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you people? So this is such a good coffee. Such a good coffee. I'm so happy I got this today. Yeah, I was kicking around the idea of like which place to go to. I've done the little one across the way. It was really good. For $1, like their coffee is phenomenal. But I wanted to have myself a little treat. I wanted something like a little more in the background than just the river. So I knew that this was going to be an active spot with people, which I'm happy with. I'm happy I came here. So, the live streams, I'm enjoying these live. They are a good way for me to connect with everybody. I know that I was doing long ones before, and I think my problem before when I was doing 2 a week was that I was doing like multiple hours, like 2 or 3 hours. And I think my limit now is around an hour to an hour and 15. I think at that stage I should be, all talked out, and I find that chat tends to slow down a little bit at that point too. But the weird thing is, like, usually it's about the hour mark, and this is the problem with doing live streams, and this is why they are great, but they're also a nightmare when you have like an ADHD or anything. If you have the mind where it's like, ooh, like right now there's 15 people. I see it fluctuating between 15, 17 people. Within the hour, it usually bumps up to 20 to 25. And then that's when you go, ooh, well, I got a lot of people here. I should probably keep going. And that's just the wrong mindset for me. It's like, because that's where I end up burning myself out. So if you see, like, I'm doing an hour streams, then that's why. It's just because I want to maintain it. I don't want to not do these again, because I took a break. I realized it was a full year that I hadn't done them. And for a person that really likes doing this, that was not what I needed to do. So, like I said, I'm going to ease them. Like an hour is fine for me. I'm looking at getting I'm going to go check it out today. Another camera for it. I'm going to see. Brevity is the soul of wit and all that. Kevin, that's absolutely right. Trying to keep things concise and to the point. And yeah. I find sometimes I have a problem with brevity. This doesn't really work with my personality very much. I was brought up as a storyteller, right? So it's like part of my family, part of our history. So I understand when people, I just saw the bike I want, PG1. So yeah, anyway, I understand. I'm a ferret. So I understand when people do live streams and then they falter and they just kind of sit there, looking at doing nothing for like 10 or 15 minutes. I understand why they're that way. I just can't be that way. It just doesn't work for me. I have to fill the gaps with stuff. Hello, little ant. Get off me. Don't we all? Yeah. So delightful. Yeah. So I'm once I get everything organized and settled, and I'm looking at within the next 6 or 8 months. Squirrel. Woven skin, you speak my spirit animal. Yes, squirrel. That is a phrase that my friends and I have used for years. I love those distractions. You're just like, what? Something shiny. You feel like a ferret. But anyway, within the next 6 or 8 months, I'm planning on getting a new vehicle. That may happen sooner than later too, because my bike decided to start acting up the other day. So I have to take it to a mechanic this week. I was going to do that yesterday, but I was not up for it at all. Again, not feeling good. So when I was out, I was getting ready to go out, and then it just kind of a wave of it hit me. I'm like, do I really want to be stuck on National Road 6 with this happening, where I'm like away from bathrooms, I think I'll just stay home. I don't need it today. If I don't go out, I don't need my motorcycle. Kevin, you just reminded me of the king of Happy Valley Monty Python sketch. Feels like a song. If I can remind anybody of Monty Python, I count that as a win. I love Monty Python since I was a kid. I still think John Cleese and Eric Idle are brilliant. So, and I have a discussion, not that it's Monty Python, but to my youth and the humor that I enjoyed. Raised on, watching Benny Hill, and some others do have them. Fawlty Towers, Monty Python. So there was like, Are You Being Served Yet? There was just a multitude of British comedies that came through Canada because we got a lot of British television in Canada. We still have Coronation Street, and I've been religiously watching it since 1992. I haven't missed an episode in years. So, and now they put it on YouTube. I'm very happy. The PG-1 Yemi is a good one, as is the Honda version. Yeah. Make a guy play the organ. Oh. I was going to ask about the bike, yeah. The bike may be easily remedied or easily... The problem with it is that when I start it, sometimes it'll just falter and it stops. It won't idle. And so what's happening, like there are times I'll be driving and I will stop at a stoplight and it will stop. So I need to keep it revs up the little throttle and the brake at the same time so that I kind of maintain it. You can't do that all the time. So I just have to, I got to get it fixed. Midlife Escape Adventures, loving my Yamaha PG1, touring all provinces of Thailand, great motorbike. See, that's kind of my thought, is I want to get one so that I can tour Cambodia and do a bunch of more provinces. Because once you get off the beaten path and you get off the little dirt roads, my Zoomer's got like little tires, right? So I want proper wheels on it so I can do some more. It wouldn't be off-roading, it'd just be riding rural roads. But the Zoomer's not going to be good for it. Anyway, to go back to the Monty Python stuff. So as I got a little bit older, I got into listening to comedy because you'd get comedy albums, and so at that point we're getting like Bill Cosby and George Carlin and Richard Pryor, and I loved all those. And then a friend of mine had Billy Connolly, and I'd never heard his stuff before, and I was immediately sucked in, and like I've watched as much of his stuff. There'll be like shows of his on YouTube, and it'll be the exact same one but filmed on different nights, and I'll watch them. But the funny thing about Billy Connolly is, as I've gotten older, inadvertently I started looking like him. Where am I at here? See if I can pull up a picture. Give me a moment, I'm pulling it up. Where's, oh, of course, there we go, images. There's been one image that yeah. I feel that there's a slight resemblance in our insanity there. His eyebrows are much darker than mine though, so it makes me endlessly jealous. But I've loved his comedy for years, and I just found it odd because about 10 years ago, somebody said, "Oh God, you remind me of Billy Connolly," and I was like, "Wait, what?" And immediately I was like, "Thank you," because as a fan. So I was like wondering, did I start to look like him because I was a fan? Billy Connolly, brilliant. I can hear him saying, "Brilliant, yeah." I see him and Dennis Miller in concert together. My God, that would be a wild show. One saying asshole, the other one being one. It'd be great. Oh, yeah. I think one of my favorite skits of Billy Connolly is he's talking about, I think it's called The Wee Brown Dog. And like every bar has this, you know, these little brown dogs. And then later on he goes to talking about, I think he had the wiener dogs or Dachshund. And it had gotten excited and tried to go up the stairs, but couldn't do it because he had a Woody. And I was just in tears listening to this skit. And the other one is about Ginger, like he gets a box of chocolates and he throws away the mat because he likes adventure. And I'm like, I do the exact same thing and I've been doing that for years. But inadvertently, for every time he would grab one, it'd be a Ginger. He was like, you know, trying to figure out why Ginger is like a flavor for chocolate. I'm like, I like it. I'd buy just a box of Ginger chocolates and be happy. Midlife, my brain went there. Dennis Miller did I got him confused with Dennis Leary. Dennis Leary is the one that sang Asshole, but Dennis Miller is the one that did the news on SCTV, or Saturday Night Live, sorry. Yeah. It started off with Chevy Chase, and then I went to Dennis Miller, if my memory serves. Because I know Dennis Miller did them all throughout the 80s. At least I'm thinking he did. I could be wrong. I find it funny though, it's like how like the comedians I grew up listening to, like I enjoyed Sam Kinison, loved George Carlin stuff, but the ones I liked were the ones that provoked thought. They weren't just, you know, funny, they were thought-provoking. And I remember when I was in university, my roommate got the Bill Cosby himself album. And it was funny. But, and then he also had Eddie Murphy. And the thing was, is I found with both of them is that, you know, their comedy was fine. They were quotable. But years later, the jokes still just kind of fell flat. Martin Mull was great for that. Martin Mull's so good. But their jokes just kind of fell flat. But the ones that I personally liked, and I don't know if it's just personal preference, you know, because, you know, I was more in tune with their style. But, you know, I could watch a Richard Pryor concert now and laugh endlessly at it because I found that a lot of what he talked about was timeless, you know, and poignant, you know. His social commentary I always thought was on point. Richard Pryor was probably one of my favorites, easy. You know, I forgive him for Superman 3. So, you know, you have to, you know, everyone's allowed a misstep in life. But Richard Pryor hooking up with Gene Wilder. And man, how many movies did they do together? Asian Celebrity Update, more people coming in. There's always people coming in here, nonstop. It'll be like, there's like a 15, 20 minute lull. And then it's right back into it again. I feel nothing but sympathy for the staff here. Because you get mad rush, and then it calms down for a minute, just enough time to clean up. And you're just like, okay, we got this sorted, right? Boom, everybody comes back in again. So, I feel for them. Having worked in the industry for years, I understand the waves. This is good. Even the egg cream with ice is good. So, yeah. How long have I been going? Oh, about an hour. Just under. We're still. I want to double check. Oh, yes. I notice that the ice is exceptionally loud. That's great. My apologies for loud ice. I can't help it. It's so good. It's funny, my bike has been parked in the same spot over here. I'm gonna show you guys. Boom. So there's my bicycle. And I parked it next to a bike, and then for a good 10 minutes, there was nothing until that black one down there by the umbrella. So these three are all newer ones that have arrived in the past like 10 or 15 minutes or so. But I saw one of them come in, but not the rest. I've been too busy chatting with you guys. Oh, Jack, great to see you back healthy again. Yeah, I would like to say that I'm healthy. It's a mask I'm wearing. Hello. Ogard, do you drink water off when you're out? Yeah. I usually pick up one of the large 1.5 liter bottles, and I'll go through that in an afternoon. Or basically what I'm going to do after I leave here is I'll go down to the pharmacy. I'll also get a bottle of water, and then I'll take a little bit of a bike around, grab something to eat, and I'll have that bottle finished by the time I get home. And I always have ice in the fridge. I have a big 5-gallon bottle at home, and I also keep 2 1.5 liter bottles in my fridge. And I go through about 3 liters of water a day, I would say, maybe more, depending on the heat. Jack, I have to say, I loved the itchy feet video last night. If you guys don't know, Ryan has a channel here in Cambodia called Itchy Feet on the Cheap. He lives in Phnom Penh. And I've been following him since I was in Canada. And I've had the good fortune of meeting him and befriending him since I've arrived here. And he is one of the funnier people I find on this platform. He has a very, very fun sense of humor. But he did a fairly serious video yesterday talking about the boycott of Thai products and the Thai businesses here in Cambodia. And check this out. I'm going to show you guys. You see more people coming in. There we go. Just another wave. Nice. That's the thing. It's not just like 1 or 2. You're getting a bunch of them. He did a bank one, yeah. He did that one. I think that was 2 videos ago. But the one last night he did was another one of his P.O. Box videos. And I love those. They're great. Where he goes for a drive to his post office box. And he will have a topic to talk about. So he'll film the drive. He'll cut it up into the pieces he needs, and he'll mix that with the monologue that he does. And goes on a topic. Usually it's 1, maybe there's 2 or 3 topics, and then he showcases what he gets at the post office box. And yeah, I just thought it was funny. Last night's was good. That was really good. If anybody likes Elvis, you will get a kick out of it. Let's see. Where is it here? Where is it? Give me a second here. Feet on the cheap. My girlfriend writing me right now. 1 second. Letting her know I'm doing a live stream if she doesn't know. Today's cleaning day, so I think she'll be coming over later on. Really? Yeah, so anyway, the conversation last night in his video was to talk about the businesses that are affected by the boycott. And he raised a couple points that I hadn't thought about. So I found it very intriguing. So highly recommend check it out if you are at all interested and intrigued by the current goings on. But I find his videos always quite thought-provoking, especially when he gets on a topic like that. He does a really good job. He does a really, really good job. So, and again, fan. Oh, see, that's Paul. Again, I know she's... Got to keep up to date with her. Let her know where I'm at. She wanted to come over and see me last night after work, but I was just going to crawl into bed. I said, "Don't bother. Don't worry about it. Like, I'm okay. I'm just going to be running back and forth to the bathroom, so no need to worry about me." You know, I said if I needed anything, I'd let her know. But so where are we at here? You check the time. Well, you should try to do an hour and 15. So we'll see where we're at. Yeah, it's just over an hour so far. We should be good for a little bit longer. What time is it here? Yeah, okay. If you just heard the ding, 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 I'm like, wait, that's for the temple. And I was right. It's 11 o'clock. It's time for the monks to eat. Yeah, Jack, it's not too far from my place. I would say about a kilometer or so. I mean, it's not. I am just south of 60 on the riverfront, and my place is just north of 60. So I'm, you know, it's not far away. I love this area because, again, you're off the beaten path. You're still near everything if you want to be. Like 10-minute drive on my bicycle and I'm in town. No big deal. But it's just so quiet out here. And there's these nice little spots that are here too. Like, I don't know. I just dig it up here a lot. Tom. My apologies, I just spotted it. I'm thinking about trying Cambodia this year. What apps and stuff do people use to find a place to stay? Depends where you're going in Cambodia. If you are coming to Siem Reap or Phnom Penh, I recommend IPS. It's a realty company, and they do rental properties as well. Depending on what your budget is, they usually have things that will fulfill your needs. The nice thing about it is you go to their office, they will take you out on a tuk-tuk. They pay for the day, you know. So you can go see up to like 5 or 6 properties. They'll arrange for everything. And if you see something you like, just say, hey, that's one I want. They'll contact the landlord, or if they're managing it, then they'll organize it. And then you sign the contract and you're in the next day. Like, it's pretty painless. So IPS, they don't have an app, but it's a website. But you can, like I said, in Siem Reap or in Phnom Penh, it's great. Locally, you can find a bunch of stuff on Marketplace, on Facebook Marketplace. That's more hit and miss. The problem with that is that a lot of times you'll see a place that you think looks great, and you go to visit it, and sometimes the agent will have pictures posted for a place, but they no longer have that one available. They'll take each one that's similar. So it may not actually fit what you're looking for. There's a little bit of hit and miss. But you can walk the streets here and you can find signs for rent, and you can phone number, call. Usually the people that have the signs will live in the building or live next door. So you can usually take a look at it right away. But if you want just ease of not having to worry about it, IPS works out great. Short term or long? No, holiday, yeah. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, Matto. Yeah. Well, that's the other thing too. Is with IPS, you can get 1 to 3 month contracts for a lease. Like the place I have now, she posted it on Facebook. I contacted her. She had the apartment that was listed, and she also had. She says, "Oh, I have another one. Just if you want to look at that too." I was fine with either one, but the one that I took had this long table in it with my computer gear and everything. I just wanted to have a place that I could set up my laptop, set up my desktop, and have my cameras and stuff, and not have to worry about things. And yeah, she said, you know, this is what I have, and I'm like, great, can I take it? And so it was like no big deal. 4 to 6 weeks to start, Tom. Yeah. The other thing too is you can find hotels here that will offer 1 month rentals. There are places here that range between $150 to $300 a month for a hotel stay. I don't know of them off the top of my head. I know folks that have done that, but you know, I just grabbed. For me, it was just an easy thing to grab a hotel for a couple of days and then do IPS, and then I got an apartment. And I was living in my apartment within 2 days of arriving in Siem Reap. So. But it's not hard to get a place here. Way easier than I thought it would be. Less drama than I expected to. And most of the places, if you're renting, require a first month and deposit, which is, you know, you basically pay 2 months. And that deposit, when you leave, what they do is they calculate what you have for your utilities. So your, wow, cicadas. I don't know if you guys can hear that. They just started screaming. You know it's hot when? So anyway, when you leave, they calculate your utilities, and then you get that back, whatever's left over. It's like somebody's just turning up the volume on them. Crazy. Stayed at Villa Watbo. It's originally about $20 a night for a week, $125. Oh, you can hear it. Okay, good. It sounds like something out of a horror movie. Let's go take a wander. I'm done with my stuff here. It's almost becoming deafening. That's wild. Tom, oh, Ancient Celebrity. How much is electricity and internet bills on average? Electricity typically runs 25 cents per kilowatt hour. So for me, it can range between $20 to $50 a month, depending on how much I use my AC. Internet's always included in every place I've been. But if you need mobile hotspot, you can get, I pay $5 a month for 40 gigabytes. So it gives me enough. Tom, I'm thinking about Siem Reap. I like how you can ride your bicycle around. I agree. Yeah. Yeah, bike riding here is easy. What I like about Siem Reap is the fact that there's trails going up to the temples that you can go up. Like you don't even have to go into the temples itself. You can just bike up to the area and around. There's enough nature that you can wander through. Beautiful. Beautiful for bike riding. Kevin, I like Siem Reap. I've only been here 3 weeks. Yeah, it's just a little sight to heaven for me. 2 years in, and I'm still finding things that I like, and I always find something new. I see people post, that they get bored in Siem Reap. Oh, I've been there for 3 days. I'm bored. I'm like, what the fuck do you want out of life? I'm like, I'm trying to figure it out. Like, if you need nightlife, it's here. What if you need nature? It's here. You need spiritualism. It's here. You want an expat community? It's here. I'm like, how the fuck are you bored in 3 days? Like, obviously you should never left your house. I think that's one of the problems too with folks, is that they have expectations of moving someplace and it being exactly like where they're from, but cheaper. And that's just not going to happen here. Will never happen here. Southeast Asia is a different animal than the West, and I love it. Okay, let's go over to the cicadas and see what's going on. Give me a second here as I organize myself, because I will sign off after. We'll take a little walk down the river. I'll just leave my bike here. It'll be fine. No, why do I put away the one phone that I use for everything? I can put away that one because it has my hotspot, and that should work here. The amount of shit I carry. I go through these bags every 6 months to a year because I torment the hell out of my gear. You got to think, like on my live streams, I'm carrying a tablet, 2 phones, a charger, you know, all the stuff that I use. You know, there's a lot. So these 4 bags go through hell. Okay, give me 1 second here as I get myself organized. The selfie on. Let's take a gander, wander. It is just so beautiful here. Yeah, I went to go step up and there was no step. Someone's been eating at these. It'd be loud. I don't say anything. But this is the same sounds when I was at the Angkor Botanical Gardens last year. During the dry season, everyone's like, oh yeah, it's cicadas. And they're not big, but they sure do make a hell of a racket. One hell of a racket. Yeah. So what do you guys say? You want to go over to a temple real quick? And I'll come back and grab my bike on the way back. I'll show you guys this is the Enkosei. Hope I'm pronouncing it right. But this is a new part that they've added on. And this has been under work for the last year that I've been looking at it. But just beautiful. Like, they're doing a phenomenal job of it. And see, they're working on it right now. I like they take their time with these. But the murals and everything on them are gorgeous. Oh, I see the temple dogs. They're going to be barking at me soon enough. Okay. You're already. Sorry. You want to be bored, Tom? I'm with you. I'm with you. There are activities for expats. Yeah, tons of stuff to do here. Tons. Cooking classes, art classes, there's trivia, there's reading groups, there's everything. Anything you can want to do. It's all here. If you can't entertain yourself, don't travel. Absolutely, madam. Absolutely, 100%. That's why I have my gaming laptop, my gaming PC. You know, if I'm bored, or if I feel like I need to do something, I just hop on my computer, play a game for an afternoon. You know, perfect. I'm happy with this. Wonder Eats. Very nice CNY decor. Yeah, Daryl, it was a beautiful little spot. I'm happy I got there. You need a little generator on your bike to charge your phone. Yeah, I have a little generator thing on there for the light. It does a great job for the light at night. But yeah, that'd be kind of fun to hook it up to charge my phone while I'm cycling. Might as well put my my personal horsepower to work. So yeah, here is the temple. Say where we are. Oh, there you go. You can read that. Let's see if there was anything else there. But this is one of my favorite places in Siem Reap to come. It's beautiful in here. There's a little school next door. Wow, you can still hear the cicadas here. I'll walk around the shaded area here. Take a path I normally don't take. It's 11 o'clock. Well, good for me. I've been out for a while. Jack, you plan on being bored? Your mind's in a few months. I hear you. I hear you. Ogard, you can create a computer game group. I already have that. And it's a bunch of my friends back in Canada, United States. We get together every now and again. Again, we haven't been doing it for a while. Because again, there's like a 12-hour difference between us. So either we're doing it and it's morning for me or, you know, evening for them or vice versa. Dara, what happened to your new baseball cap, buddy? I didn't wear it today. I wanted to have my old hat on. I wanted to look like me. I've actually been wearing the caps a lot more. Yeah, this is just gorgeous here. And the thing is, like, you've got all these new buildings and all this new stuff, which is pretty and all that. But for me, the important part is right behind it. Because I am a huge fan of history. And you got that here. So these, from my understanding, are older than the Angkor Wat temple itself. Mind you, there are a bunch up in the Angkor area that are older too. So, but this one you can access free in Siem Reap. There's no charge, nothing. It's just part of the temple. You can come in here and get a feel for it all. And they are actively used every day. Yeah. I'll go up. And you have the laterite steps coming up. See, they have offerings here, and then they have the incense burning. Wolfen Skin, it is so cool. I love it here. I just love that I can come and do this and hang out with you guys while I'm doing it. Trying to Lentil? Lintel. What's the name of that? Lintel? Lintel, I think. The phallus. I'm trying to remember names of things. I have to learn. Yeah, but, here I am, just a short bike ride from home. And all this stuff is here. To me, it's heavenly. I can't think better place to be for me personally. Yeah. That was a big step. Not just a perspective. It is past my knee. So anytime you step full length of your knee, it's bad. Okay. Whew, and it is warm. We are in our 30s here, so. Yeah, I love coming up here. Okay, yeah. I know folks have asked about me to do a video with me meditating, so this is where it's going to happen. I'm going to come and do it. I was planning on doing it this weekend, but I just didn't have the energy. So it's being put on hold, which is fine. Anyway, let me see if we got here. Just double checking on chat. Ooh, that's cool. I remember these. They could be new, or I'm just observing them now for the first time. Those are really neat. They could have been here for a while, I just haven't seen them. They look like they've been here for a bit. Oh, dog being wary of me, I understand. Hello. Saying hello to the dog. Oh. Okay. Yeah, there's more you can explore over here too. The monks live back over this way. There's like a little pond area there too. Lots of stuff to see here. But honestly, if you live nearby this, would you not want to come and visit it on a regular basis? I don't know, maybe I'm just weird, but to me, this resonates with me, makes me feel at peace when I'm here. Yeah, over here, so, 1 second, I hit the wrong button. So you see this hollowed out area. This will be full of water in the rainy season. I've been here and it was, water would fill the entire thing. It just dries out off in the dry season, which we are smack dab in the middle of. It's funny how you can have, you know, a dry season where it's not too warm until it gets very warm, and then right when it's at its warmest, the rain breaks, and next thing you know, you're back in. Lizard, I see you. It's okay, I'm not going to go after you, buddy. I'm picking ants off me, not throwing them or squashing them. I've changed. Yeah, I have changed. The only animals or bugs that I still squash are mosquitoes. Just I have no love for them. Well, mostly it's because I'm afraid of catching something from them. No, never liked mosquitoes. And cockroaches. But I don't see those as often. So yeah. Welcome to my live stream today. Anyway, I think I'll be ending it here soon. If you guys are okay with that. A fantastic place to relax and reflect. Bogard, absolutely. I love it there. Oh, open skin. Hello. Hi.
Please, God help you. I don't have right to eat.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't have any.
I have baby outside.
I'm sorry. I can't help today.
Can you help me right?
No, not today. Sorry. I hate that, but that I can't. It's just that we're told, and so I follow suit. Woven Skin, glad I caught the stream. It's definitely come visit this year. Please do, and if you're in town, let me know. Happy to hang out. Tom, where are you going for lunch today? No idea. No clue at all. I have no plans. It depends entirely on how I feel. If I have the energy after I go to the pharmacy, I'll grab something. Or if I don't have the energy, I'll go home and cook something. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's live stream. I had a great time. I went a little longer than I wanted to. That's okay. We're good. As long as I'm under 2 hours, I'm happy with it. So if you do like my content, please feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. And I'll be back again with another live stream, probably Tuesday. So that'd be Tuesday Eastern US time, which would be Wednesday morning here. So 12-hour time difference. So yeah, I usually try to shoot for by 9 or 10 a.m. here. So you can judge everything based upon your time zone. Anyway, I'll see you guys at our next one. Take care, buddy. Bye.